How can you be non-binary but also be a lesbian? I get this question all the time. The short answer is I was born female, I was raised as female, I am most of the time perceived as female, and nothing is going to change that. So there is part of me that will always have a connection to my female identity. But there's also a very large disconnect, I feel, with womanhood, mostly because of how you're raised as a girl in girlhood and like that society, and in so much heteronormativity that we have in society in general. So much of femininity is very heterosexual and very like male oriented. Being raised having this feeling in me of loving girls, there's a lot of us lesbians, and you can look at this throughout history of lesbians, that we have talked about this for a very, very long time, that there is a disconnect we feel from womanhood in general because of our experiences being raised in society. Growing up, I watched princess movies where you found your prince, and all I heard was that someday I'm going to grow up and find the man of my dreams. And so there's always been part of me that just doesn't fully connect. Also, me personally, I would love to just say that my sexual orientation and my gender identity is lesbian. And I would say that if I knew that other people would understand, that aren't lesbians would understand that. I think that's why I add the non-binary aspect, because I would just say lesbian, but people aren't going to get that unless you're in the same boat. I'm like a little bit girl, you know? I'm like, girl, like that's me. But like, woman? No. Woman? Yeah, like, if you want to get technical about it, you could say I'm a demi-girl, which is a whole identity. But so basically, partially girl, partially not. Just not. I don't know if that makes any sense. I've tried to explain this so many times, and I still have a hard time getting it out, because it's a feeling that is very hard to explain, especially to somebody who just either is not a lesbian or isn't even cool with gender things. You know, not saying that this person specifically, I'm just saying like people that come in with questions, because a lot of people, this person was very respectful and very nice, and I appreciate that. Other people in the past have not been, and so it's just hard to explain.